Hi YouTube, Goddess Lily. Well, I have part 2 of my lace wig repair for you. The wig's all completed, and basically in part 1 I kind of just showed you a little bit about the area I was filling in, which was the whole crown area and the bangs. So up close, this is what it looks like all filled in. So you saw what it looked like up close in part 1, how it was open. So basically this is all filled in. And the bang area, if you saw, was, you know, short, so you can kind of see where I added the hair in the bang area. This is kind of like the original length of the bangs, so you can get an idea of it filled in. So let me go ahead and show you the inside of the area that I filled in. It's very easy to see what the work that I did. It's this whole center area from the stretch all the way to the front. So the area that I filled in measured about 5 inches, you know, in length. I say 4.5 inches in length and 2 inches across. So if you look real close, actually I wanted to tell you that it is sealed. I did seal it with, you know, my Easy Tab and the pat sealer and the little procedure that I showed you in my how to seal your wigs video. But if you look closely, don't look at the cap and the stains on the cap, because she's well loved and well worn. You can't see any of the knots from the original wig. Isn't that just amazing that you can't see any knots? Look really, really close so you can see the area that I did, and then the area right next to it. And that is because this wig was made in China for this client. What they did was they ventilated the cap in sections. So they did the front, the stretch, and the back. And as they sealed it with another layer of stretch over it. And so I believe that was to help the knot stay in place by just, you know, applying the lace and applying pressure, which is not unheard of, because I've actually did my unit. I put 2 laces together actually before I ventilated across the front of this one. So what I did was I sprayed the pat sealer and I put the lace over it, and I put a stocking cap over it on the wig mannequin head, and it just dried the 2 laces, you know, the 2 laces together, and then I ventilated because I wanted double protection for mine, because I sewed clamps in mine, so I didn't want it to tear like it did in the first one. But they also reinforced it with thread. So you see that thread at the bottom? That shows me that they sewed these 2 nets together. Can't really see it, but the 2 nets are sewn together after they actually, you know, sealed it. This seam right here is where I showed you in the first video, where she actually sewed hair in her wig. So once again, I'll show you, you know, the repair work. It's really, really thick. I added 1.2 ounces of hair. The hair for ventilating the bangs was actually on a long weft, so I did the bangs first, and then the hair to ventilate the top area was loose Malaysian. This is a Malaysian wig, so she sent me 2.4 ounces, and this weighs 1.2, so obviously I put 1.2 in. So it's all ready to go back to the client. I did make a private video for her, and I sent it to her, and she loved it. And the reason why I didn't upload that was because the clarity, for some reason, was really, really bad. I didn't make it on my HD cam, so I decided to record parts 1 and 2 and put them together so you can see. So the pricing on this, basically begins at $75, and I don't have a set amount like some wig makers. They might say, oh, I'm $75 an inch. That's not, you know, how I'm not in this for money. I enjoy my craft, and this is kind of like sewing and knitting for me. So my rates for a repair begins at $75, and you can judge that by a lace front closure that I make. My lace front closures begin at $75, and that's for a 3x3 closure, and then they're $25 per each additional inch. Although that won't work that way for a wig, but I can just tell you that my prices do begin at $75, and that would basically cover a 3x3. Now if you have spots, of course I'll, you know, work with you on that and give you a reasonable amount. Anyway, so just to let you know that if you have any lace wigs that you need repaired, feel free to contact me through any of my web links below, and I'm looking forward to working with you. Okay, so thank you for watching.